Which is precisely why we need him.
Why are you here? Don't look down at me. I will fight you. Mundane troubles. Tell Asta about Ron May's departure. Is Asta not here? I'll go let HERTA know. Hello, a text message? Welcome, new friend. What an honor to see you here. Looks like my importance in this chat has now been downgraded by 1. Looks like my importance in the chat has now been downgraded by 1. This chat feels like deja vu. For real? Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do we deal with the situation? Accountability. Accountability must be held. What accountability? So you still don't know? What? What's this?
HERTA Newsflash. Good evening, Madam HERTA fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madam HERTA, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station.
What?
Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility.
Well, we can't ask HERTA.
Managers are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Okay. So we can't tell HERTA that Asta's missing. They're walking all over us, positively assaulting Madam HERTA at this rate. Yeah, right. And the management of this PlayStation's for real so crappy. The Legion incident aside, how can they allow Madam HERTA to be attacked on our own turf? Just what is going on? I really hate these embellic pests sit high places and do nothing. When all said and done after the Legion crisis, the space station had done a good job in revitalizing and rebuilding. You got a point. But those are two different kettles of fish. Besides, they were never that competent to begin with. Aren't you jumping ahead a bit? Isn't the main focus HERTA's safety? Let's not poke our noses into other people's business. Isn't that Asta's job? Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of their work. As for how things get done, for them, it's for them to worry about. You sure have some bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You absolutely are right, bro. Rich know it. You spoke my mind. Wouldn't you need to do something in order to make changes? That sounds like a weird form of like not... I'm gonna do nothing and therefore nothing can change. Or like, but everything has to change around. I don't know. That's weird. Comrades, what is our goal? To rid ourselves of all embellic pests. Good, you passed. Okay, I don't know if I'd like to be in this chat anymore. HERTA was attacked. Anyway, let's go to her office and see what's going on. Oh? Huh? Hello? Oh,
Mr. Skolem, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
What happened?
Right. Which is precisely why we need him.
Why are you here?
The last to lay eyes on HERTA's puppet before the attack
Why?
was him.
Don't look down at me. I will fight you.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
Ew, you're IPC too?
He's only just woken up. Dazed. He may need
Not
pointers.
the zoom in on the booba window.
Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Bro. I can remember things. Look down on me. Oh my god, y'all are barking up a storm, as you should. The arms? This is why I'll hate them and Kame should never have kids. Listen, but yet we have this. Not you can smell the alabaster. I'm screaming.
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
Thanks, Asta.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madam HERTA's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
There was no surveillance?
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range.
No.
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
I mean, she probably experienced this
She
before.
received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with HERTA, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. HERTA's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me.
But you're just flattering
excuse
someone
me,
else,
you-
huh?
Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
Not the walking the dog with Arlen. Probably running errands for HERTA.
Don't play the fool. Think.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure that's what
I
happened.
was.
I think I was what? Some system hours ago.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you?
I guess so.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
It's a what?
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Okay.
She mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
So we
My
asking
memory is
Asta.
kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Okay.
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned if only...
So it's the same dialogue. Enter the related memory.
This is what I recall before I met HERTA, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
This is literally how my fuzzy memories be like when I'm struggling to remember things, right?
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere.
Cool.
I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Ask for clues about the locked curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
A what?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Oh. A Wubbaboo was called a jinx? That doesn't sound right.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person too?
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce.
Wubbaboos are what now? Apparently they were called
People are growing more and
jinxes?
more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
I will pretend.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Okay. Explore your memories and obtain crucial clues in the form of cognition chasms. I don't like that they're called that. Through conducting key conversations with characters. Collect enough cognition chasms to exculpate yourself? In memory sorting, the fragmented information you recall as you explore the memories will be promptly recorded and updated, which can help you reconstruct the entire timeline.
And Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
Okay, so we go in there.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
With Peppy, how could you?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
Yeah, because you lost Peppy. What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Uh-huh. Can you get your story straight first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
Yeah, where the dog at?
So I'm the dog?
You're the dog now, okay.
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, like the thing that you're hiding right now.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Not the bark for us. He probably would. The scene of what? Is he in danger? Aren't you supposed to be walking the dog?
Yes. Well, Peppy isn't here, you see.
Yeah, I can see that.
Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler?
Reasons.
A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help.
Okay. I guess we're going.
The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Bro's just chilling, but okay. Arlen?
Over there!
Is that it? Okay.
Because I thought he's in trouble. Let's go!
Oh, okay, we fighting.
Peppy! Are you okay?
Love how you do not interact with the kid first. I love him. Oh my god. Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up?
He wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth.
I would like to know what I'm uncovering.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
Okay, about...
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Oh. Is it related to Ron May? Use cognition chasm. I only have one though. Insufficient. Oh, stinky.
So, which curio do you want to know about?
The one that has no body but is alive.
That's all you got? Too abstract.
That's all HERTA said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
Yeah, we did. She said it was a wubbaboo.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't
doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the...
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
Due to the presence of certain hazy memories, some content will appear as in conversations as you explore your memories. Using cognition chasm as a chance of restoring relevant hazy memories.
Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Right. Asta mentioned another name.
Oh god, reading. Memory. HERTA assigned me to find a certain lost curio that has very abstract traits. It seems I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she doesn't seem to know much about it. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and someone from the Department of Insight are nearby, which more or less is a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station, and Asta must be under considerable pressure. We had a brief chat, but he speculated that HERTA is looking for is a Wubbaboo, but this isn't certain yet. At the end, Hinkle recommended me to look for Adler. Apparently, he's the person who knows the most about curios in the Department of Ecology. I ran to Arlen on my way to find Adler. He seemed to be looking for Adler too, so I decided to go with him. Adler was saved by us when he was attacked. I stated our purpose and he seemed to have an epiphany from my words. I think I understood something from the words of someone Asta mentioned before. Okay, so if I talk to Arlen...
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the... I'm sorry.
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Okay, so I can't do much, so I have to dive into here.
My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
Okay, so I can't do that.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
Using cognition chasm might help you restore hazy memories. Well, I don't have enough. You recall more missing memories.
How's it going? Did you find the information you're after?
I haven't made any progress yet.
I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
I heard you're a bit of a trouble?
Just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Researchers' disappearances?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days.
That's not good.
No exit logs, no traces. Vanished.
They died.
People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
Do you need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame HERTA with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight.
Oh, I got a red one?
I need to remember who it is.
I don't know. Can I press R? Wait, so... Did anything change? Arlen was secretly investigating something, so after saving Arlen, I tried to go to the bottom of it. But he seemed to be hiding something. I guess this has something to do with the missing researchers that Asta mentioned before. Hackle is just someone who is just a part of the space station. She's part of the ecology researchers or something.
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
Explore the related memory HERTA's assignment.
Identifying that person is crucial and could be the key to making sense of everything.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
What do you mean? What is a...
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Wait, so you're not gonna give me anything? Oh. So I have to remember.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good.
This seems a little bit shady.
Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side.
I don't like this.
Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
I wonder if when Chi is voiced by Sampo, this is... I wonder if they're the same person, or at least the same voice actor.
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here, too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information?
Restore the muddle memory.
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
Explore the related memory.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
This is the same kind of dialogue, but with two different people. Also, is Emily voiced by the same person that most voices Asta and Mona? Who is still the same person? Sorry, if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Cienjo Alliance?
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
Okay.
The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too.
So I have to give all these to Arlen.
Now I should be able to tie everything together. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned.
I figured you'd come to me to I'm sorry.
just as I thought.
Okay, if I submit all of these... No. So it has to be this one. None of these work?
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About the researchers' disappearances?
How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Oh, I don't like that. Spontaneous combustion?
Have you asked the department? Huh.
Okay, so I should give you the one about the Xianshou Alliance one?
Huh. She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the Xianshou Alliance.
Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi.
Oh, the Heliobi!
Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth.
Okay, so it is definitely a Heliobi.
Let me remember my initial conversation with HERTA, just in case. I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation I had with HERTA.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see trace.
I think if only there were some hint.
Okay, if I use this one, the energy, you recall more missing memories.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
An energy life form.
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Okay, so this is the full thing. HERTA assigned me to find a certain lost curio, which is a type of energy life form that's related to the Genius Society. It seemed that I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she doesn't seem to know much about it either. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and Emily of the Department of Insight are nearby, which is more or less a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station, and Asta might be under considerable pressure. We had a brief chat, and she speculated that what HERTA was looking for might be Wubbaboos, but this conclusion may be inaccurate. In the end, Hinkle suggested that I look for Adler. Apparently, he is the person who knows the most about curios in the Department of Ecology. In addition to Hinkle from the Department of Ecology, I also asked Emily in the Department of Insight for clues about the missing curio. She told me that apparently there was a similar life form in the Xianshou Alliance. The issue of the confidence crisis Hinkle mentioned concerned me a little. Asta and I chatted about this topic, and I had unexpectedly learned that there had been a series of researcher disappearances on the space station recently. I ran into Arlen on the way to find Adler. He seemed to be looking for Adler too, so I decided to go with him. Adler was saved by us when he was attacked. I explained what my intentions were, and that he said that the Wubbaboos suspected by Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and the Heliobus that Emily of the Department of Insight heard about were both energy life forms, which gave him some kind of revelation. Arlen was secretly investigating something. After saving Adler, I tried to get to the bottom of things, but he seemed to be hiding something. I did some poking around, and sure enough, he was investigating the disappeared researchers that Asta mentioned before. With Adler's help, he discovered that every disappearance was accompanied by the instance of a spontaneous human combustion. HERTA assigned me to investigate energy life forms similar to the Wubbaboos and Heliobi. The spontaneous human combustion occurring among these researchers is also a thorny problem, but Adler already seemed to have a bold conjecture. His intuition was very accurate, and it seemed like he was looking forward to something. Back to the present.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are.
So he just told us to shut up politely.
So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on HERTA was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio, after which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Feel like it's HERTA. I blame HERTA for everything.
We can ask HERTA herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Yeah, because I was the only one there.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers.
You think I'm guilty? I hate him. Oh, hello?
Based on your story, you met with HERTA because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Yeah. Hello, am I playing Ace Attorney?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, that was, it's this one.
I remember now. Back then.
That's enough pretending. Please. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
So I'm guessing that was the wrong option.
Collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Let's defend.
But you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Exactly.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
HERTA's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
I doubt HERTA is interested in the curio itself.
Ask again to see what happens.
Based on your story.
Okay, so it's exactly the same thing that they do in Danganronpa.
If you knew HERTA?
Don't interrupt other people.
Wow!
Based on your story, you met with
what do
HERTA
I need to do?
She specifically
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story.
I'm gonna keep clicking every single option.
Now.
That's
just let me do the
based
thing!
On your story. You met with.
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your.
We know the story.
HERTA didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
I feel like I'm gonna be executed. There's no health meter here, so I can do what I want.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
You're literally on a lower platform than him. Of course you're being looked down on.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
It's a goddamn Heliobi.
I remember now.
Oh wait, no, that was the wrong one. It's literally, it's a Heliobi.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves
it's not
collection. An endless trove.
Am I not allowed to click
baubles? And yet,
the curio isn't the point. HERTA was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I literally clicked on that before and it didn't go to this screen, so this is not my fault? This is not my fault, okay? What do you mean I have no brain cells? I literally guessed this one first. They just refused to give it to me, so that's on them, okay?
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to HERTA.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
No, because she was dealing with the escape.
Conjecture. Asta chose to stay silent.
Then you say, however, so what's the story?
So it's the...
Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going
No,
out
it's
of
because she
style?
was dealing with this.
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management, ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion, and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to HERTA's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Correction. There may be a correlation.
There is a correlation.
Disappearances, you say?
It's the heliobi.
I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen,
Not
head
this
of the
one.
security department.
I remember now.
That's
No.
enough. Researchers clearly, though, it bears no connection to HERTA's puppet.
So it has to do with this.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame HERTA's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Exactly.
Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that, but then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
I'm trying!
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Thank God.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
It probably does, though.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh?
Is that beep
What was
again?
that?
I wonder if that's also connected to that. She's here, she's here, she's here. Who? The big shot. OMG.
HERTA Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame HERTA. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
Hello?
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds.
Does he have a monocle?
Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Girly Pop, you can annihilate me anytime you want. shit up in here. My God, Mr. Inferno, he kinda hot. Hey, yo.
This is...
A declaration of war.
Nice.
And an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains. And the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
Damn.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed.
Oh.
His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
Huh. Damn. So he got religion trauma.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase.
Oh! He quite literally is a hellspawn, so...
The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin.
Oh.
The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
This suddenly sounds like Assassin's Creed.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence?
No, things are connecting together. You're fine.
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Why? Why just me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
Frankly, I would like the chaos, and also I don't want to do the thing that you told me to do, because you told me to do that.
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Oh my God, don't be rude to Arlen!
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Don't need to be so rude. Pamela! Ew, it's been a while. I don't want to deal with her. I don't want to deal with her! Can I put on my tab? %20 interest for every 5 trades. You give me one more pick. Of course. Go ahead and tell me what you need. Here you go. Find the missing researchers. This disappearance has been a hot topic, and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You're upset at management too? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the higher-ups just don't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out with hanging with them. That's crazy. You're right, but also, you sure are enlightened. You flatter me, but I'll still remember what you owe me. Don't worry. I'll get in touch if I have any new. I don't like that. Why do you need more pictures of Himiko? Make it stop, please.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
Oh, you're finally saying you're asking.
He disappeared too.
Oh! The child? Someone kidnapped the child? What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times, but it's been a few system hours and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least.
You're intriguing and frustrating too,
if
so...
his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence?
I think not.
We need to investigate this.
Oh! Hey! Buddy, I need your help. What is it? About Duke Inferno! From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with it. What's too late? The space station is in trouble. Arlen will fill you in on the details. I want to know more about him. Why am I double texting Don Hung? Understood. Wait for my contact. You be careful yourself. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. Clue missing research. Okay. Where do I go next?
That jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
What did Adler do to you?
Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
Maybe he was possessed by a heliobi?
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
We'll get him back, buddy.
Who said I want him back?
Oh, never mind. Okay.
But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
She's very tsundere for a child. Oh, no. What? Yep, but it's not what you expect. Okay. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlap. But they all have posted pretty extreme comments against the management of the dark web and have a large amount of supporters. Huh? I know this result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Can we let Pamela disappear? I don't think she can, although I would love that to happen.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Do you have to say it like that?
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information.
Hey?
It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
So you're not going to tell me the information? Hey, Nick, what's up? I think we only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. What happened? The fire demons of Fatora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader. And even among the fire demons, his flame belongs to a special category. What do you mean? In many vicious incidents and instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitness reports claiming that miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I speculate that Ifrit's flame may have inherited some ability other than burning, and that's related to the origin. I've heard that the flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because of shifting between phases. There's not much information about it. Only one line that catches the eye. Burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Okay. Shifting between phases? That's all I have. Well, it was something. The number of related records is limited. I'm not sure if that was helpful for you. It was more than before. That's good. Thanks, Don Hung. Ooh, okay. 3 different things. Which means it sounds like there's gonna be another interrogation room again.
You're back.
I am back.
I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. Yeah! We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
Oh, no.
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Phrase.
I understand.
Tenuous connections. First,
It's literally that piece of evidence, but okay.
Is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
The link between the 3 is...
First,
Oh, so we need to...
Adler's disappearance. The next...
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of... During prior unrest instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion.
Did you need to describe it like that, though?
Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that HERTA's been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
So it's an egg fire?
I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. This booklet, kindling of this unique...
No, so I need to give booklet.
Kind of fire.
I understand.
No, I'm literally giving you the booklet.
The kindling of this unique flame must...
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. HERTA kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process.
Are we the Fire Force? I mean, we're doing something with fire. It's alive, apparently.
If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that HERTA's been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
So...
I understand.
Okay, not that.
Tenuous connect the kindling of the... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous connection.
Okay, it's not that.
This is the truth.
We're just gonna keep...
I understand.
We're just gonna keep clicking on things until it gets there.
The truth Adler
I did the booklet before, bro.
When Sherling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed.
So he's getting kidnapped by... People are getting kidnapped by Duke Inferno, right?
That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear.
SB, no kidnapping.
And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
Oh, more? Rich know it uploaded document missing researcher profile, question mark, question mark, question mark. What on earth is this? The missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station's dark web. Holy moly, you know that stuff from even the security department isn't aware of. Ahem, I just got the file from next door. Someone was peeking in on us! It sounds far-fetched, but on the off chance it's true. I smell a conspiracy. They staged the whole missing thing to get rid of dissenters. Tis tis, that's such a brilliant plot. Justice may come late, but it will be served. The management must step down. The management must step down. If it's really the case, doesn't that mean this group chat is in grave danger? Ooh.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
What do you mean?
Indeed. It needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
What?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger.
You can't just
Based
do
on
that!
first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
How are you so calm?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way.
The voices sound nice.
Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to HERTA's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
I like that he just calls me Trailblazer straight up.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
Okay. Oh! So we just have... There's just a giant black hole in the space station that no one was checking in on. You know... Did no one see this?
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
The folded space results from the spatial distortion during the spread of the infernal fire. Trying to pass through it may result in a drift of the spatial coordinates with you transported to somewhere unexpected. So I just get teleported. Is that what you said? The unfolded space that the space station used to counter escape curios, it can effectively cut off space to hinder standard travel. Touch the firewall.
See? It's still in the space station. Like Screwlum said, it cannot escape from here.
It's like a ghastly. Or the heliobot, but mostly a ghastly.
Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
That explains why you're part of the hunt path. Okay, so we gotta puzzle our way through it. So we go Noom. Okay, where the heck am I? And then we go Noom. Wait, but you're telling me to go over there. Oh, wait. Hi, I was about to teleport back.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
That voice kinda... Anyway.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
Okay, you want to tell me? Because I hate puzzles, my guy. Oh, I don't want to fight it. Bye, I don't want to deal with you. I'm not here. Go look out your window. Do I have to fight it? Track the escape eternal finder. But why? But I don't wanna. But it says go this way. That's blocked, so I have to go this way. So if I go in, I end up here, which means I have to go up there. I'm not touching any one of those. Y'all can, get dunked on, kid. I refuse to fight, if possible. Are you a sword user? Oh, you just smack people with your book. You know what? I guess that's how it should be used. You do not see me. What do you mean? I have to go back? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this door. Oh, Ghastly's back.
Why? This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
Okay, so that it just go back up here, right? Where you don't see me, and we don't have to deal with each other. Leave me alone. Okay, I have to go down. Okay, so there's two paths though. How do I get down? So that one went there, so I have to go... That's gonna loop me to the other place, so I have to go this way. Nope. Wrong portal, I guess. Unless? Okay, that's closer. Hi, Ghastly.
What is your goal?
Funsies.
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Okay. I don't like that there's healing here. I don't like this. Seems like you're initiating some stuff. Okay, we go around this guy so I don't have to fight him. Oh, how do I have to go down? Okay. You do not see me. Oh, he doesn't even have a face anymore.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet.
Does it count if I have, like, maybe 1 or 2 destruction path people? Is that what you're talking about?
It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
I'm pretty sure chat would like that, actually.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No.
Did you need to do that in my ear, dude?
Hold on.
What? Why am I about to poke it? Oh? Why would you touch it? My guy, please. Oh. This looks bad. Why would you touch it?
Theatrics of stalling. Let's not. Shall we?
Time to auto because I cannot be bothered. Well, that's rude. They killed my Dawn Hong, and for what? Asta! Yeah, give her back. Oh, and he's gone.
Good work. You did very well.
I tried. How is Asta?
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic.
Okay, good.
While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
Okay, good. How'd you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler.
Oh!
They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is this the end?
Yes, it is over.
Why do I feel like you didn't do much?
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In HERTA's stead, I thank you for your efforts, sir. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
Do you want to tell me? Do you want help? I guess not. Okay. HERTA's surveillance team. Have you heard? Lead research Asta was attacked too. That Duke Inferno. Devious, conniving. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems that the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence, as rumors suggested. If the lead researcher wasn't rescued at the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily. Maybe she's the one who orchestrated it all. Masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thought does have some merit. Enough already, this is ridiculous. Is it really worth it? All that hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? True dat. Speaking of which, where's that very first rabble rouser, Rich Know It? Oh, right. He was a real righteous sounding when he invited me to the group. Let me see. That guy left the group without making any noise. I wonder who it is. Oh. Why do you sound different? Why do you sound... Oh. That's crazy. He just Luigi Mansioned him.
I've been waiting.
What?
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
What is going on?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
Huh?
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must
Not the
say,
Mr.
Quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no?
Maybe it's just two pretty people talking, but I couldn't understand anything that just happened. Maybe me stinky, dumb, stupid brain and they're actually geniuses. But all I can see is two pretty people yelling at each other. That's all I got from this conversation.
One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness.
Damn!
That is harder to cure than any ailment.
You're not wrong, though. You can't cure stupid.
Path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
Damn!
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion.
Can it?
For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
I don't want him on the Express. Can we just not have him on the Express? What if he... Can we just ban him? I don't want him here. God damn it. I've heard about what you did. Nice work. How's Asta doing? She's got back to work. I meant her safety. What's there to worry about when I'm around? That's exactly why I'm worried. True. It's a shame that we haven't found the phase flame yet. I'll think of it as Ruan May's owing me a favor. It's worth a lot more. That's it then. Also, I'm thinking, am I thankful for Mr. Ratio? I don't care about him, bro. Who's that? Huh? Huh? Well, she doesn't know who that is.